Hello everyone, Richard here for more Ultimate Mode Panzer Corps, third attempt. I know it sounds crazy, but I have actually found that there's more to discover about this map, and I believe I found a robust way to guarantee a decisive victory that doesn't involve a bunch of reloads, with the exception of seeding the first turn so you can destroy the plane. And it's an idea that uses stuff Ricotta came up with, something I came up with, and something Soren came up with. And it turns out there's a weird quirk to this map I don't understand. You can delay blocking these to turn 6 if you're damaging this plane all the time. I don't understand the mechanics behind that, but it's really convenient because it means you can more safely approach the map. So let me turn the movement speed down and let it go. The one difference is I'm not using my tactical bomber to take out the cavalry because I need to de-entrench things as fast as possible. And as you can see, I didn't reload that. I did have to keep reseeding it until I could kill this fighter. You have to kill that fighter. It's just required. So this allows me, by not using a tactical bomber, I can de-entrench that anti-tank. The anti-tank will not move after kicking it out of that hex. So it's really useful to know. This is a strategy we've seen before. I bought 4 7.5 centimeter guns because I need artillery. Here comes the enemy. Brutal. Oh, I bought one 10.5. I had enough prestige for that. And the 10.5 went up north so I could take on the... I put Rudel over that so it would attack it. And now a key part of the strategy is to do what Soren did and just keep attacking that plane. And you can farm a ton of kills. And everyone else is on de-entrench duty. So as you can see, I just let the rolls go in and I still got the anti-tank. All you really need to do is kick it out. And it's almost like guaranteed you're going to be able to do that. And the reason I don't want to use the artillery is I need to rush it up. It's 7.5 with range of 2, so I had to change the strategy a bit. Because Rudel was over the anti-aircraft gun, it was really easy to prevent it from fully reinforcing, and then I can kill it this way. And then set a trap. And as long as you damage the fighter, it won't move. Next, I have to kick the infantry out, and this is a guaranteed way to make it happen. That's why I'm focusing on de-entrenching here. There's your fighter trap. I got a little bit of cheap damage in and refueled Brutal. Very systematic. There's that trap, which is very nice. And the cavalry walked into the double artillery trap. Double artillery trap. And it allows a tactical bomber to refuel and take that on. That's a major improvement that guarantees you can kill you can kill this anti-aircraft unless the tactical bomber whiffs, which is unusual if that were to happen. And now the road is clear. I refuel and then I attack the fighter because the fighter is free to move. So keep attacking that fighter. I wanted to kill one of these units. And then you send the tactical bomber to finish that off. So this method will definitely clear up the Air Force for you, and you're not going to have a problem. The next thing I do is I position the tank so I can more safely deal with closing on that city hex, so you don't have to reload for that. And then I bring the scout over, and then I start working on the artillery. And this is a lot safer because the artillery is not going to be as crippling. And don't even focus on the anti-aircraft, just de-entrench that infantry. And the tanks are mostly useless here, so if they're badly damaged, that's perfectly fine. The other units are pretty good, so... So a new trick is I'm going to pull the anti-tank... Oh. I pull the anti-tank towards my artillery, so that way it's not a distraction. And I don't really mind so much my artillery's taking damage here, because it's going to get the experience back soon enough. Everything's carefully choreographed, so I can attack everything. So, my artillery is taking a beating, but the tankette is not able to reinforce. So, and it's getting weaker. So I just need to have that artillery hold out. Yeah, it's not a big deal. I have 9 shots of artillery. So the 7.5 benefits. I'm squeezing some value out of that extra shot. Yeah. Then we're just de-entrenching. And so now I shove the artillery away, so that's going to help a lot. I don't know why he keeps doing it. So my artillery is badly damaged, but I've seized that objective, so it's totally worth it. I'm very thin on forces there, so I can deal with this region. I stacked the auxiliary unit so I can reduce the entrenchment by 1. Yeah. I even, because the scout's parked here, you can grab this hex. And I used all of the artillery rounds. So it's like very sloppy, but it works. You just have to be willing to distribute damage to the right places. So it looks really bad, but it's not. So I got a couple of green artilleries that took a beating. Not a big deal. Rudel took a beating. But again, it's not a big deal. Who cares if Rudel is taking damage? 3 damage on an infantry is not bad. This tank is getting sold. 4 on the mountains, not bad. And the other tank is at 5, which is again not bad, given how difficult this is. And this artillery didn't even take any damage. The auxiliary is almost dead. My fighter didn't take damage. And my tactical bomber didn't take damage. Nor did my scout. So, regular replacements all around. I'm coming out of it pretty clean. As long as you don't mind seeing your artillery get damaged, you're going to be fine. And I think this will work almost every time. And I'm finding different ways to neutralize the enemy. And I seized everything but these 2 and that. So that's pretty good. So you're getting a ton of prestige. So this is Poznan. The trick with parking the scout here is nice to know, so you can snag this on the final turn. And pulling in the tankette to attack your artillery here is a great way to get artillery a lot of experience on the cheap, because these 2 guys, if you think about it, you're not using them a lot in the beginning, but then when you get down here, on the enemy's turn, you're using artillery on the tank, and then on your turn you're using it to de-entrench this infantry. So it makes up for the lack of use in the first few turns, so it's giving me decent XP. And notice that it was 6 turns before I had to lock down these hexes, and I think the key was to keep attacking this plane, and that idea is Soren's. He got, I think, 83 kills over 14 turns, a little under 6, and I got 55 in 9 turns. So we were both hovering around 6 kills per turn, so that's a lot. And that's Poznan. So there's a couple of new tricks, and I think this is almost guaranteed to work unless you get really bad weather. Alright, until next time.